Yo, test 1 2. YouTube, can you hear me? Yeah, there's a lot of things going wrong today on my computer. Sounds like you guys on Twitch can hear me too, which is weird because I thought I had it only to YouTube. But what's up, guys? Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of things going wrong. You guys can hear it on YouTube too. That's crazy. Yo, educate. Thanks for becoming a member, man. All right, we're gonna try and YouTube. I'm gonna need your help, guys, in chat because I don't my entire YouTube setup got deleted. So I rebuilt it in like 5 minutes, and that is not enough time to rebuild it. So I'm glad you guys can hear me now. You might not be able to hear me in a second, but I need to fix some things. Yes, it's only showing stream starting because I know you guys can hear me right now. So yeah. All right. How you guys doing today? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? This is Jeremy with Phat Airlines. How are we looking? What is going on? YouTube, you're a little bit behind. I know that. How are you guys doing today? YouTube, guys. I hope you guys can all hear me. But yeah, this morning when I whoops, I wasn't supposed to accept that, I think. But anyways, this morning when I went into my stream, my computer, my stream, apparently everything was deleted for YouTube, and it's very upsetting. Are you guys even able to hear me on YouTube? Because I'm watching YouTube myself, and I don't hear anything. Type it in chat there. Yeah. Crazy morning. Because like I spent so much time yesterday. Like I built my thumbnail. Oh, so something's wrong with my phone. Interesting. Or maybe my phone is on AirPod mode. Whatever. As long as you guys can hear me. Loud and clear. Awesome. Is the music overpowering for any of you guys? Actually, there's no music coming through. That's crazy. What's going on? Oh, it's because I didn't. Okay, here we go. Oh, music overpowering. It was YouTube and reopen it. Yeah. So crazy morning. You know, as long as you guys can hear me. Oh shoot. Loud and clear. All right. So yeah. What was I trying to say? Yeah, last night, man, I did so much prep. I took our last stream from like 2 weeks ago, and I rewatched it so that way I can make some videos out of it. And I have like 3 timestamps I'm gonna make videos out of. But yeah, last week we did not do a stream. That's because I had surgery last Thursday. What was it? Thursday the 5th. So I'm feeling good today, and that's why we're streaming. But yeah, you know, I had I would call it a minor surgery, but I mean, I don't know what kind of surgery is minor, right? But ultimately, nothing that I was like too worried about. But everything went well. You know, now I'm just recovering, but I'm feeling good today. So thank you to everybody who's been asking. You know, I'm glad I took last Saturday off, because last Saturday my mom came over to like babysit the kids, and I decided to sleep. And literally I just slept on the living room couch for like 4 hours instead of streaming. So that was really nice. But then like as the week went on, you know, Monday I felt like I felt some pain, but I think that might have been because of lack of sleep. But today I'm feeling really good. You know, I'm still, you know, I still have to take it easy. I still have to rest. I still have to, you know, not push myself too hard, which is kind of tough because, like, for one, I really miss working out right now. Like, I've been working so hard for the past like 9 months almost. How is it 9 months? Since May 2025. So I've been working so hard since May to like make it a habit to like work out and like to, you know, so I could lose weight. And I lost 50 pounds. And then now I'm like a week in and I can't lift. I can't, you know, lift weights. I'm not supposed to lift my kids. So it's been tough, but I have been walking, so that's good. I've actually been getting like 10,000 steps every single day, which is pretty fantastic, I believe. It's great for my health, right? And it's not adding any pain or causing any pain, which is also important. So thank you guys for all the support. I'm glad I was able to come this Saturday, because this Saturday was maybe I couldn't stream kind of Saturday. I wasn't sure if I could be here today, but we're here. So thank you guys. And today, 12 minutes in, I'm finally talking about what we're going to talk about. Today we're going to talk about a few things, right? We have a couple things that I want to talk about today, and one of the things that I want to talk about is cheating in World of Airports, right? Cheating in World of Airports, like what is cheating in World of Airports? What does that even look like? So that's like our main topic for today. Before we get into that main topic though, I want to talk about a couple other things too. I want to talk about update 3.4.1. I've seen a lot of people asking about it. When is this update coming out? You know, it's been a long time, right? I think update 3.4.0 came out in December, right? And now we're in February and we still don't have an update, right? So a lot of people are just kind of wondering, where is this update? Why is it taking so long? And I have a few posts from the developers, like on the World of Airports forum, as well as on the World of Airports Discord, that we're going to show today. So you guys can get an update on the update. You know, you guys can know where it's at and what it has to go with. So we're going to talk about the update first. Then we're going to talk about cheating in World of Airports, which is going to be a big conversation. I want you guys to participate here in chat when it comes to cheating, because I want to know what your guys' thoughts are with that. You know, if you think it's something is cheating, if you think it's not cheating, if you think it's just, you know, people are overreacting, if the developers are overreacting. And don't let my opinion sway your opinion. That's important. I want to hear what you guys think. You know, I don't want everybody just to follow me. I want to know what you guys think, because that's how we get a good conversation going with the community, and that's how we how like good change happens, right? So that's one other thing. By the way, we're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways today because I have a few planes. Like I have a B463, but I think in my Hong Kong, I have a few planes over there that I need to send to other players, right? So we're going to redeem a lot of these fleet planes over here in my pass, and we're going to bring them into Hong Kong airport, and we are going to give them away to people who are here live or on the Discord. So if you're not in the Phat Airlines Discord, now is the great time to join. You can do !Discord. Join the Phat Airlines Discord. We're gonna do some giveaways, and you have to be on Discord in order to do it, because there's no way for me to kind of combine YouTube and Twitch in one giveaway. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let me see you guys here. What else? Last thing we're talking about, World of Airports player news. So I'm actually gonna start with the World of Airports player news. 2 weeks ago, I mentioned what I wanted to do every stream was really go into the player news, because in the Phat Airlines Discord, we have player news channel here, and in our player news, I just kind of want to talk about you know, what's going on with players who play World of Airports today. So you'll see here, you know, Yoda is creating a thread because he wants to be on Phat's stream, so you're there. Aero Rage changed their name from Aero Rage Express to Aero Rage. British Southeastern had a problem with their account, but that's been resolved, it looks like. You know, if by the way, if you lose your account when you're logging into World Airports, there is a full troubleshooting guide. Thank you, Sammy, for posting it for British Southeastern. There's a couple of steps you can do in order to essentially get your account back. Your account is not lost. You know, Darius Pilot is on holiday for a week. We have Frosty King is very busy for the next upcoming weeks due to school and in real life stuff. Ari Kanari is very busy with school this week, which means they will not be able to play WOA. Fleeting Negligence got 1.8 million wallers. Hyperactive 999, they got 1 million silver planes. Congratulations, that's pretty awesome. 1 million club. Crunched said they could only play on Saturdays, and they have to, because they have to study for their exams, it looks like. So that's keep that in mind when you're playing with these players. Magiscais got 5 million silver planes. Congratulations, bro. Maytas is taking a longer break because they can't enjoy WOA for the time being. So yeah, you might see that might be a while for them to be back. Immortal King got 70k silver planes and 1 level to Max St. Martin. Congratulations, man. Maytas again, we've already read that. Fleeting Negligence, that was for the past weekend, so that doesn't count here. And Vase Good said, now that it's February, I've had my fun for 2 months. I'll be returning and studying a lot and many other things. Due to many non-VIP players having contacted me, I'll make updates in VIP chats only. You're not paying Vase Good for handling reasons. Simple explanation is that they are busy. Dutch Air said this is their February. They're going to be maxing out 1 airport in February. They're going to play Hong Kong daily. They're doing 3 times in a week in BKK and Nagoya. And they're going to start redesign stands at airports. Basabad, did you start this account yet? Probably not. Oh, it has been born today, this morning. Congratulations. Not an active account at all. So a new account created today. Awesome. And I think now we're back. Those are all the new posts from since 2 weeks ago. So that's the player news for you guys. If you guys want to be featured on player news, join the Phat Airlines Discord. Go to the World of Airports section and go down to player news and make your post. You know, we have different options for you. You can type in your title, and really you could talk about contracts. You could talk about gold planes. You could talk about silver planes, XPs and levels, wallers, sus, Woapedia achievements, or a name change. Name changes are great, I think, for somebody to post, because that way people know who you are. All right, so back to World of Airports. Cool. Sounds weird. Sorry, chat. I'm gonna read you guys on chat. What's up, Cheshire Orange? What's up, Kurotuki? Who was first today? Who was first? Who was first? Raptor X. What's up, man? Thank you for being first today. Educate. Thanks again for being a member. Raptor, you also resubscribed before the stream today, so thank you for that, bro. That was really cool. I saw that. We got a lot of resubscriptions. So Raptor, thanks for that. Mert, thank you, man. Thank you for 41 months, tier 2. Appreciate that. I said thanks to Educate. Cheshire Orange, 18 months with Prime. Thank you, bro. TJ Bay on 11 months. You guys are awesome. I would never believe it if I didn't see it. So thank you very much. Ultra said great stream, bro. I was running into some technology issues. It was not a good time before the stream. I had to quickly get everything set up, and I'm actually kind of impressed that I got at least the bare minimum working. But truthfully, really all we need is the bare minimum. We'll figure out more if need be, but I know in the month of like March or April, actually it's like mid-March to April, we're gonna be doing daily streams. I think the only day we won't be streaming is Sunday, but we're gonna be doing daily streams for like 1 or 2 hours for every single day. So we'll have them scheduled so you'll know what time my streams will start. That way you can try to join if you want to. For those streams, I'm gonna have to fix, YouTube for sure and Twitch. We're gonna try to make it like so that way you guys are encouraged to come. But yeah, how's my health after surgery? I'm feeling great. Yeah, I'm feeling great. I had some pain on Monday. My surgery was Thursday. I had some pain on Monday, but today I'm feeling great. I'm still taking like my medicine at night, before bed, but that's just so I don't wake up in the middle of the night in pain. More of a preventative than like than more of a necessity. But feeling good. It's kind of funny though, because I had a surgery on my abs, right? So now I have this problem where I can't tell if I'm hungry or if I'm in pain, because it feels like the same kind of pain. Like if I'm hungry, my stomach hurts, and if my surgery, my stitches or whatever it is, are acting up, it's the same. It feels like the same pain. So I'm like, am I hungry or is it hurt? I can't tell. Yo, Sammy, thank you so much. 6 months, bro. Thank you very much. What's up, Lil Manu? What's up, Toy Muffin Player? Adam Cack is here. Hickory Aviation's here. Ross Aviation's here. Flight Sim is here. And guys, I'm talking to both YouTube and Twitch. So I know sometimes when I'm watching another streamer and they're doing a stream on both, it confuses me incredibly when they're talking to the other platform, because I'm like, he's making people up. I'm not making people up. I see you guys here on YouTube and Twitch. What's up, Mike? What's up, Hammy? What's up, Sloppy? Oh, Sloppy. I didn't realize the numbers at the end of your name. That's cool. John, what's up, John McTier? Aviation Ryan, thank you. Aryan. Aryan, what's up, man? Adam Cack is here. Caker's here. I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom of the chat. Why would you need to cheat? How on earth do you even cheat? That's great questions, right? Why would you need to cheat? We'll talk about that. We're gonna talk about that for sure, because sometimes I was talking with the VIPs. Sometimes it's not like a need to cheat, but more of a like. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Sometimes it's not needing to cheat, Michael said it was skill issue. Oh man, that's funny. Let's see. I restock L plane contract. Those contracts come back automatically every. I forget what the timeline is for those contracts, but do come back, as you notice, because you signed up for one 4 minutes ago. Yeah, they're on a cooldown, so that way, one, I'm not bombarded by contract requests, but two, oh yeah, mainly because I'm not bombarded. Because every time if I'm maxed out on contract capacity, I have to buy more. Yo, Crankin work. Thank you so much for 2 months. We got Flamingo here as well. All right, cool. Right. Hidden, I saw your message about the issue with the bot. No problem, man. What else we got? Let's see. You guys, oh, by the way, on YouTube, guys, especially on YouTube, but even on Twitch, if you guys see any issues, just do me a favor and like post it in chat today. Normally, like, normally I would prefer if you DM me, but today you can go ahead and post any issues you see on stream on chat. That way I know what I need to take care of after stream, or even like in the middle of stream. I was just, oh, but thank you guys for like letting me know. Alfie bought got 100 gold planes the other day, and he bought the HKG premium pass. Nice. All right, so let's talk about cheating. All right, let's talk about cheating. Actually, before we talk about cheating, talk about update 3.4.1. All right, update 3.4.1. For this, I'm gonna go to Discord real quick, because we got in the game news announcement thread on the forum. So on the World of Airports forum, Charlie, and thanks to Yoda, by the way, for sending me this link last night. I asked the VIPs if I could get some help with getting the link, because otherwise I would have to look for it this morning, and I'm glad I did. Thank you, Yoda, because I ran into other issues this morning, so like having to find a link on top of that would have just been like so frustrating. So you saved me a lot. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Like, I know, like, anyways, yeah. Let's read this game news announcement thread, because this is actually going to go into our next our conversation about cheating, right? So, and a lot of you guys are wondering, where is update 3.4.1? Why haven't we heard anything? And we did hear something 11 days ago on the World of Airports forum. If I was here last Saturday, we would have talked about it last Saturday. But Charlie, one of the developers of World of Airports, posted this on the forum. Update on version 3.4.1. Release postponed. Hello everyone. We would like to keep you informed about the status of the upcoming version 3.4.1. While the update itself is feature complete, so that means the update's ready, we decided to postpone the release slightly in order to continue testing and fine-tuning our protection against auto clickers and automated macros scripts. Alright, let me read that again. They decided to postpone the release in order to continue testing and fine-tuning protection against auto clickers and automated macros and scripts. All right, that's what we're going to be talking about in just a few minutes when it comes to cheating in World of Airports. All right, but let's read the rest of this. Why is this important? Over the past few weeks, we've identified an increasing use of automated tools that bypass normal gameplay progression, disrupt the in-game economy, and create an unfair advantage to some players. Golden planes and progression are designed around a simple principle. You invest either your time or your choice to support the game. So your money. You invest your time or your money, and automation breaks that balance. What are they doing now? They're extending internal testing of detection and protection mechanisms. They're verifying that legitimate players are not affected, and they're making sure the solution is stable, fair, and future-proof. We know delays are never popular, but in this case, it's a necessary step to protect the long-term health of the game and ensure fair conditions for everyone. Thank you for your patience, understanding, and continued support. We'll keep you updated and announce the new release timing as soon as testing is completed. So that brings up this is like when I read this post, I was like, yeah, we need to talk about cheating, because when we last talked about cheating, which was like almost a month ago now, I want to, like, I forgot who it was, and I apologize already, but there was some, like, we were looking at the leaderboards. I mean, well, actually, we could look at the leaderboards now. We were looking at the leaderboards, and what were we looking at? Doesn't matter. Let's go to handled passengers. We're gonna go to global, and we're gonna look at the number one. Yeah, we were looking like Dragon Cathay, right? So Dragon Cathay is a person I need to apologize to, because they DM'd me and they were very disappointed that we kind of accused them of potentially macroing or something, right? So now I don't have any proof other than a screenshot that shows that they have a lot of handling crew, so even more handling crew than what I have. So having more handling crew does make it a lot easier to handle more passengers, right? So that makes sense, but I don't have any proof necessarily. Or was it? Yeah, it was. I think it was Dragon Cathay. Anyway, I don't have any proof other than a screenshot that shows that they have a bunch of handling crew. But ultimately, like, that's not my place to like put blame or, you know, accuse anybody of being a macro or anything like that. We just I didn't recognize the name. I think their name before was Cathay Pacific, or it was something. It was a different name before, and because it was they changed their username, it changed the leaderboard as well, and therefore, like, I'm like, this person came out of nowhere. But I forgot they may have changed their username, right? But anyways, I just want to apologize. We're not here to put any suspicion on anybody. We're not here to like blame anybody. We're just, you know, we're just trying to, you know, see what's going on and identify, you know, how hard it is, right? Because it's really hard to get 590 million passengers. You know, some of our the top players, like, you know, let me go to me, because I know I don't macro, right? I know I don't macro. I play on an iPad. Yeah, I know I don't macro. So look at me, and I've been playing since like October, or since like the game came out, maybe like 2 months after the game came out, and I play every single day almost, and I'm at 155 million, right? And those of you guys who have connections with me on my daily airports, you could tell, I mean, not you could tell, you can see that I play often, right? Because if you're looking at your radar, like, let's look at the radar right now. You can look at the radar and you can see which planes are coming and which planes are going, right? So like right now, I could tell that, you know, Dolphin is playing right now, because they sent me their plane from Hong Kong. So yeah, that's one of the things. Anyways, oh, I gotta extend my tower managers. Extend it for 30 minutes here. Yeah, just my apologies there. We're not trying to like. I'm not trying to blame anybody for being a potential macro or anything like that, but you know, there are people out there who are macroing, right? That's a fact now. We knew that before because some people admitted to it, because there was this gray area where we weren't sure what is macroing cheating, and you know, that's one of the things that we had a nice conversation on. Let me see if I can go to Flyboy's website here. Flyboys.games. So we're going to go to maybe I need to go to World of Airports website. But if we go to like their website here, we go down to like the terms of service, privacy and policies, right? There's a term, like all this is on the top here is about like your data and stuff. But there's a section here about rule violations, right? And this was the section we read here. Any attempt to modify the game code to gain an unfair advantage will result in immediate suspension or termination of your account. Excuse me. So there was some like discussion on this, because you know, when you're doing a macro or you're doing an auto clicker, you're not really modifying the game code, right? So that was the part that was kind of gray, but you did gain an unfair advantage, right? So that was like the kind of gray part that people didn't know. And then over here too, using cheat, hacks, or any other means to manipulate the game's mechanics or other players' experiences is strictly prohibited and results in account suspension or termination. Now, our auto clickers or macros cheats, hacks, or other means? That's a question that, you know, a lot of us weren't quite sure of the answer. You know, some people were saying yes, some people were saying no, but because like it's not really a hack, you know, it's just a normal program that you're running on your computer. Is it a cheat? Some people were saying no, some people are saying yes, because it's not explicitly mentioned here. I know, for example, in RuneScape, another game that I play, RuneScape explicitly mentions macros and auto clickers and bans those, right? But it doesn't, there's no mention of that here. So it was like a gray area. And with this latest post on the World of Airports forum, you know, one thing that I like is how how Charlie explained this. You invest either your time or your money to support the game, you know, and automation breaks that. And you know, there's the one thing I mentioned before was how I didn't like how macroers, or you know, what I would consider cheaters, would be on the leaderboards, right? They would be on the leaderboards, and they would look like they would be on the top, you know, the top leaderboards, and you would have no clue if they earned it legitimately or if they didn't earn it legitimately. And for like me, who's playing daily since the game came out, for me to be at number 7 on handled airplanes after, you know, that long of a time period, it's like, man, how am I ever going to get to number 1? I'm probably not, you know, and I know that. But if one of these people above me on top 7 were macroing and playing 24/7 because of it, that would feel, I mean, that would feel pretty bad for me. And I know it's only a game leaderboard, like who really cares? It doesn't impact your life, but I mean, for me, it's just I like being competitive sometimes, and this is my way of being competitive. I can look to see where people are at and how I can compete against them. You know, here's the cargo leaderboard, right? You got 57 million tons, or is that billion? I can't tell because there's a period there. Sometimes the period is supposed to be a comma, but either way, you know, where am I in this leaderboard? Am I even on this leaderboard? What the? I'm 55 with 4 million. And number 1 person has like 11 times my, or even more than 10 times the amount of me. Completed contracts. Where am I over here? Hi, I'm 42 with 37,000. So, and then collect deliveries, I'm not even gonna check, but actually collect deliveries, there is a maximum that you can get, right? So this one is not like a I guess a cheatable leaderboard. It's whoever gets there first, it gets to keep that top position. But anyways, yeah, I do like here though how they mentioned that it bypasses normal gameplay progression, right? So that makes sense, right? Because that's really what you're doing when you're macroing. You're not playing the game. You're playing the game 24/7. You're just not playing. You're also disrupting the in-game economy, and I don't know. I didn't actually like understand what this meant until I read this part right here. But yeah, the in-game economy, I don't think that really matters much if silver planes and gold planes weren't involved. Like, it doesn't really matter too much if a player is macroing and they have a bunch of wallers. Like, okay, cool, they can buy more airplanes, or they can buy more airplanes. Great, good for them. Which actually could help out other players who need connections, right, or contracts. So like that one I didn't quite understand until I read this, where it's like, okay, you're getting silver planes, which then you get, silver planes are a reward for playing the game, and then they let you trade your silver planes into gold planes. Gold planes is how they make money in the game, for the game. So that's, now this makes sense to me. And then create an unfair advantage for some players. I think this also ties back to the silver plane, gold plane, because like if you have if you get 20,000 silver planes and you're not even playing the game, you get 17 gold planes a week for free. And then all you got to do is wait 2 years, right? 17, let's see, 1,000 divided by 17. Hold on. 1,000 divided by 17. Yeah, so all you gotta do is play for 59 weeks, which is like a year and 2 months and a week. 1 year, 2 months, and a week. And you don't even have to play the game. You just keep the game running. And now you have a Concorde. So, yeah. I've been talking for a lot, and I wanted to read your chats. I don't know how long I've been talking about this, but I think I scrolled up on chat to kind of to find your messages on this. But I want to know what you guys think about it. Wait a minute before posting more, because I'm going to try to find these chats here. Like Educate said, cheating ain't going to get you anywhere. So yeah, what do you guys think about macroing and this decision? I'm gonna try to find these. But then let's before we go deep into what you guys think about cheating, I do want to finish off about World of Airports 3.4.1 update, right? So Charlie mentioned that the next update 3.4.1 is waiting for approval by Apple. Google is approved, but we want to release it together. Oh no, it disappeared. What happened? There it is. So yeah, next update 3.4.1 is waiting for approval by Apple. Google is approved, but we want to release it together. So by the way, this doesn't mean that the update's coming today. It doesn't mean that the update was supposed to come out on the 12th, all right? What this means is they're waiting for approval. Now, sometimes these approvals from Apple or Google can be really quick. Sometimes it can be really long. And the reason why they have these approval processes, and thank you Hidden for mentioning this in VIP chat, but sometimes the reason why they have these approval processes is because they have a quality standard, right? So if Apple or Google find something wrong or like a major bug or something, then they're going to reject it, and now the developers have to go back in and fix whatever problem they found. We don't know what's causing the delay by Apple. It could be just because it's President's Day weekend, so they might have less people working. That's potential, because I know a lot of people here in the US have off on Monday for President's Day. It could be just because they have a backlog. It could be because there's a bug or something. But ultimately, the good news is that their World of Airport developers feel like the update is ready to go. You know, so from 11 days ago till 2 days ago, it sounds like the update is ready to go as far as the developers believe. Now we're just waiting for approval from Apple, because Google already approved it. So now we just gotta wait for approval for Apple. So we should be seeing this update pretty soon. But who knows how long that can actually be? Because if they find an error, they need to get that fixed. Otherwise, Apple's not approving it, and we're not seeing it. And they want to make sure both the updates come out at the same time on both platforms, which I think I appreciate and I agree with. So yeah. All right, let's find these chats here. Kurotiki said, mostly any simulators games have a macro. It's a click pattern that keep on being done without the need to supervise it or something. Yep. And we were talking, World of Airports is potentially real easy to macro. Real easy to macro. You know, all you gotta do is, well, first turn on your tower managers for however long you want to macro it for. And by the way, this is not me encouraging macroing. As a matter of fact, I say don't do it. And after this next update, you're gonna be detected if it does happen, right? And I guess you only got a few more days to do it. But anyways, all you gotta do is set your tower managers for a few, however long you're gonna be away for, and then you just gotta set the macro to tap the top one. Now in my case, I pause the delivery manager, but you just have the delivery manager on, so you just have your auto clicker, your macro, tap right here. Then you can either tap the plus, 13 times, because 13 is the max number. So even if you tap it more than and there's only 4 handling crew needed, if you tap it 13 times, you're covered. Alternatively, you could set the macro, because some macros are able to do this, to click and drag and release, and that will also do the same thing for a handling crew. Then you turn on the ramp agent, which is the buttons at the same spot every single time. Then you hit start handling. That's it. Then you wait, a few seconds. You click on this. You do it again. Click and drag. Click, click. Done. Real easy to macro. And if you do it enough times, I mean, there are probably like, I used to want to macro for RuneScape, but I was afraid of getting banned, right? But like from what I've read for that game, if you how do I word it? If your macro sequence is long enough, it makes it harder to detect, right? But anyways, you never know what these macro detection systems actually look like. So just be careful, guys. And I wouldn't recommend it at all. I don't recommend it at all. But let's see what you guys think. I'm trying to say here. Hidden said, just because it's not mentioned doesn't mean it's not allowed, though. That's a good point, right? It's kind of insinuated in there, but it's not explicitly mentioned. And I mean, I don't think I've seen anybody getting banned from World Airports for that. I've seen people get banned because of like purchases, right? So if we go back to here, unauthorized purchases, right? So and this was actually mentioned in a dev blog before in the past too, where there were some and I think that has to do a lot with like where World of Airports is not officially allowed in the App Store, right? There's some countries where they just can't they can't have World of Airports in that App Store in that country because of like laws and stuff like that. But essentially, if you don't have the App Store, you can't make any in-app purchases, which therefore like cause this problem here, where you have to make all purchases through the official platforms. You can't be making hacks to make your authorization. So that's the only time I've heard of people getting banned from World of Airports. I'm sure there are other situations because not a lot of people want to publicly admit that they've gotten banned and why they've gotten banned. That could be a little embarrassing, I guess. But yeah. Dyrock said auto aim in shooters is also an external program, but not allowed. True. Mike, you're ranked 56 for handled passengers on Android. Nice. Someone said there is finally a day when justice will come to WOA. Educate said, I mean, if you're gonna cheat, WOA ain't the place. DJ Bay said, check out the number 37 on completed contracts. Nice. Is that you, bro? Heck yeah. Educate said, for a sec, I forgot how to check the leaderboard on Android. But I think one thing, and I'm not here to mention names, but I think one thing, like if you're on Android and you're macroing, the least you can do is make your Google Play profile private. That way you're not on the leaderboards. Because after that, I don't think it really impacts other players. It impacts the developers, which still kind of stink, but you're no longer impacting other players as far as showing up on the leaderboards. I think that's a cool idea, especially if you're macroing, and you really shouldn't care about the leaderboards because you're not actually working towards it. Whereas like the people who are playing legitimately, they have a reason to care about it, right? Because they're trying to work their way up there. Especially like if you're a new player, man, it's got to be so exciting. Like if my Phat Airlines account or even my Phat Empire account ever make it into top 100, that's like such an achievement. Because these accounts were not started when the game first came out. I don't think we'll ever get there. But I also hope that this means the World of Airports might utilize like the leaderboards more. GoNav said, man, the game should ban these hacks and cheatings. The game is free and no cheaters there. That's another good point, right? The game is 100% for free. So it does make it tough, especially when they're giving you gold planes for free as well. What's that? Athruthan said, I honestly think it's a problem for people who want to be on the leaderboards. Yeah, and I don't know if there's a way on iPhone to like remove yourself from the leaderboard, but I know there is a way on Google to make your profile private, and that removes you from the leaderboard. So that is a way. Again, I'm not here to like shout, like to call out any individuals. But I know, if I've seen some people do that, so that's really cool. It started late 2024 when it was a nightmare. I was dropping off the leaderboards and just kind of got demotivated to fight on and play on to the extent I was playing. Yeah, yep, I get that. I mean, leaderboards is really like for me, when I'm playing in airport, it's exciting to like level up the airport. But after the airport is max level and I have all the airports unlocked at that point, what else is there to do, right? It's really, it's really working the leaderboards. And that's why one of my biggest requests for World of Airports I would like to see in hopefully this year, because like we didn't see it like much in 2025. We saw some gameplay updates, but I want to see some more gameplay updates. You know, give us a reason to keep playing, especially like the people, well, give us a reason to keep playing. You know, give us reasons to log in daily. You know, there's a lot of people who stop playing World of Airports because they lose motivation to play. And I know World of Airports, its original intention wasn't to be a game that like becomes people's main game, but now it has become that game, and the developers know that. So we need like daily challenges or weekly challenges, something that gets us in there, not just to redeem our silver planes or to get our free daily 100 silver planes. We need something that's going to help us kind of want to play the game more frequently. And I think having more leaderboards, even if they used to have, back in World of Airports 1, they used to have airport leaderboards, right? That was cool. I would think it would be cool if World of Airports had a seasonal leaderboard. Let's say every quarter of the year, you know, whoever handled the most, like reset, like you have the overall leaderboard, right? You have our regular leaderboard right here that talks about handled passengers. But why not have a season 1 where you have handled passengers for, you know, the months of January through March? I think that would be cool because people would want to compete in there, and it's a nice way for, you know, World of Airports to even have a competition, right? Make that a competition. Make 3 or 4 different leaderboards where you have people competing to get the top spot, and whoever gets the top 3 spots can get free gold planes, right? Especially now that they're implementing these cheat detection methods, I feel like that's such a cool path that they can go. So yeah, I'm hoping that we could see more gameplay updates soon. But yeah, that's where I was that's where I was thinking about with that. Let's see here. France Japan said they will probably introduce competitions or alliances at some point, and the devs don't want cheaters to gain an unfair advantage. That's another good point, right? So this could be an update that's kind of required before they even implement, you know, challenges, competitions, alliances, things like that. Because we've seen that with some other things in World of Airports. For example, New Orleans Airport was that airport was teased as coming soon in World of Airports 1, and it didn't come out to like World of Airports 3. And I think that's mainly because they didn't have the technology for shared stands and for blocked stands, right? So now they have that technology in the game, and they were able to implement that airport in the game. So yeah, that's a good point about having competitions or alliances. England said, what plane should I send to your airports and on what account? For everybody, not just for you, England, but for everybody. Everybody can send me planes to my main account, the Phat Rican. On my main account, I play HKG, LHR, BKK. I play those airports every single day. Now, IAD is also a daily airport, but I have not been playing it daily lately because of ice. It's been really cold here in the US, and IAD has pretty much been like under 0 degrees Celsius for like the last month. And because of that, I really haven't been playing it too much because I play a lot of AFK, like away from keyboard, World of Airports. So I turn on the ramp agents, I handle, you know, like 100 planes, then I step away for a few minutes and I come back. I'm the one pushing the buttons though, not a program. But anyways, it's a lot tougher when I have de-icing in the mix, because then I have to, I have to check back more frequently. Like a small plane, I have to check back every 3 minutes. A medium plane, I have to check back after 7 minutes. For a larger plane, after 12 to 18 minutes. And I'm not always there at that time to like for the most efficient handling. So I'm not playing IAD as often until we see like the ice go away. Heroland Airways says, I never heard of macroing and auto clicking until today's stream, and I didn't know people were doing this to gain advantage. Disappointing to say the least. Well, I'm sorry to break the news to you, bro. I'm so sorry, but it's something that, you know, the community has to talk about, because I mean, it sounds like people are going to get blocked from doing it. I don't know if they're going to be banning people for doing it. That hasn't been explicitly mentioned, but yeah, it is a little sad though. I agree with that. Yoda said you can automate even the ATC. That's true, because the buttons are all in the same spot, right? So should not be tough. Auto clicks are easy on Mumu player and LD player, tough on BlueStacks. On BlueStacks, wouldn't you need, I mean, on any of those emulators, wouldn't you just need a program running on your Windows PC that can just click anywhere? Like it, I don't know. I don't use an emulator, so I'm not too familiar. Except the A359. Oh, my bad. I accept it over here. A refund everybody. France Japan said, on Android, many accounts have disappeared from the leaderboard lately. In the cargo leaderboard, I jumped from place 22 to 5 in just 2 weeks due to disappearing accounts. And good for them. I mean, good for those people for privating their account. Because that's one way they could at least not impact other players. You know, now they are still potentially impacting the developers, which is not necessarily the greatest, right? Because, you know, games aren't free to make, servers aren't free to run, and this game, you know, there's people who are making this game, and this game is running on servers on the back end. There's a lot of things that World Airports could be charging us for that they're not. So I don't know how to adjust that, but good for them for at least removing themselves off the leaderboard, so that way they're no longer, you know, showing up there. 2J said, you missed the A225 or Airbus Beluga that has more clicks. You are right. You are right. I forgot about those. What, it's like, what, 20 handling crew for the A225 and like 19 for the Beluga? That's funny. That's a good point. And guys, I rather we not talk about specific players. I understand like some players are more noticeable than others, but yeah, I'm not here. I don't want to kind of I don't want that to be who we become here in chat. You know, I would rather just talk about the scenario in general more than specific players. All right, but I'm not gonna time anybody out or ban anybody. Just try not to, you know, do too much of that. That's all. If you guys want planes to your airports, your best bet is to join the Discord. We're going to be switching airports in just a few minutes. I say in like maybe 30 minutes we'll switch airports. We're going to go to Hong Kong, and in Hong Kong we're going to do, I'm going to redeem a bunch of these planes, like the 744 I'm going to redeem. I'll probably redeem some of these cargo planes as well. 77W, because I can redeem it at all airports. And we're going to run some giveaways on the Phat Airlines Discord. Can this E170 make it to... Wait, hold off on that. But yeah, we're going to do some giveaways at my Hong Kong. Now, just be aware, that this is my stream only account. So what that means is I only play this account when I'm streaming. I do not play this account when I'm not streaming. That is against my rules. And so yeah, one thing to keep in mind too is that I don't play every single airport every Saturday, every stream, right? Usually I play 1 or 2 airports per stream. And what that means for you is that there might be weeks where I'm playing that airport like back to back. For example, like 2 weeks ago, my last stream, I played HKG, and today I'm also playing HKG. But that means I haven't played Prague in a long time. That means I haven't played LHR, Bari, or Innsbruck in a long time. I haven't played San Diego in forever. So you will be delayed when it comes to me handling planes, whether it's your plane or my plane. So just keep that in mind when you're joining this giveaway. So I would say if you're like a new player and you need those plane contracts, I'll set up other giveaways on the Phat Airlines Discord that you can join, so that way you can get planes from my main account. But today we're going to be doing giveaways for my stream account, so that way you can get some of these bigger planes as well. Really great for players who are max level or not trying to, or players who don't play daily, or players who just don't care how often the planes come in. I know sometimes I'm one of those people. I don't care how often the plane comes in, because I know I play often enough and I have enough players, I have enough contracts that like I'm going to reach max level before the next airport comes out. Alright, I'm like 10 minutes behind in chat, everybody, so just a heads up. Aryan said, Phat, when will the sale happen? I don't even know if they have the capability of making sales anymore, because it's been so long. I would not expect a sale anytime soon, to be fair. Rotik said every single continent has a big hub except Europe and Africa, so it's only fair Zurich is added. Interesting. I do want to see another cargo airport as well. Also at airports, flyboys aren't only focused on the biggest airports, more of the most different. If every airport was roughly the same, it would make gameplay quite monotonous. That's true. Facts. What's up, Ani Rude? And I'm deep. What's up, Ruben? Ruben said, hey, Phat, how you doing today? I'm doing great, man. You know, I had surgery last Thursday, and I am recovering well. You know, thank you guys for all your thoughts and prayers. I'm sure that definitely helped. You know, it's just rough for me. The hardest part is like not being allowed, or not being able to like hold my kids for like extended amounts of time, but it's only temporary. And also not being able to work out when I've built up those habits to working out. It's like I don't want to build the opposite habit now, where I'm like back to not working out. You know, I have a vacation planned for May and for August, and I joke around with people, but like for May I want to look good, you know, where at the beach, but in August I want to look like a Greek god, you know. I want to look shredded, but that can't happen if I'm not working out. But it's only you know, a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. So that's not gonna kill my progress, but I don't want to kill momentum either. So that's the hardest part for me right now, because it's no longer pain. I mean, sometimes there is pain, but I can't tell the difference between stomach pain and surgery pain, because they feel like hunger pain, I should say, and surgery pain, because they feel exactly the same. Oh, it's like, man, am I hungry or am I in pain? I don't know. Maybe both. IAD is 11 Celsius? What's my temperature at home? Oh my gosh, it's 44 here in New Jersey. That is amazing. That means the snow might actually melt. Yeah, that means I should probably play some IAD after the stream. Mercurial Justice said, expect an Innsbruck remodel soon too. That's a good point. I remember reading about that too. Innsbruck is going to be like the first main airport in the game that will also have the wind direction change, right? So that's something for us to look forward to. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm still not max level at Innsbruck on any of my accounts. I do wish they would keep adding levels in all these airports though. I like what they did with IAD and LHR, where the new levels that they added were just like a lot harder to get than like the earlier levels. I would like to see that too, but I don't know, everybody doesn't feel the same way. BlueStacks, you need to record it. I got you. Okay. Do you think they will add an African airport? Yeah, Africa was, and I think still is, on their roadmap. It's just, I think they have to be strategic about like releases too, because they have to keep in mind a lot of back end things when it comes to like server costs and other costs associated with releasing an airport. Because every time they release a new airport, it brings an influx of new players in, right? And old players coming back. So when that happens, they also get their server costs go up. I'm just putting this in a real simple way. It's probably a lot more complex than this. But when new players come in or old players come back, costs go up, right? So when they release an airport or an airplane or something like that, they need to be able to recoup, or they need to be able to recover their server costs. And if they're implementing an a location where people aren't really buying gold planes, it kind of makes it hard to make it a business decision. As much as it's a game, they're still also running a business, right? Because they need to feed their families. They need to make profit, because you know, if a business doesn't make profit, then they're on their way to dying, which then makes it hard to feed their families, right? Because if you're not making a profit, then you don't have money to pay people. So you need to make profit. And it's a tough balance. I don't know what the ins and outs of like their back end look like, but I know, you know, like in some of these interviews they've had and some of these posts, they kind of go into like details, like small details here and there. But a lot of it has to do with managing their costs. That's what it is, but while also still trying to like appeal to the community. They're not just solely thinking about their costs. They're still thinking about the community with a lot. Pretty much every single decision that they make, they're thinking about the community. So good. That's why I really appreciate them, because they engage with the community. They talk with us. They're open with us, even when they say they hope they don't regret it. You know, they still do it, and I appreciate them for that. So yeah, do I think they're going to add an African airport? Yes, it's on their list. They want to be world of airports, right? So that means they need to have airports all over the world, including in Africa. But when is that going to come? We don't know. And it has to be, it's also going to be partly a business decision when that comes to. Next airport to add is Zurich. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's been confirmed. But like, one thing that always comes with these confirmations is an asterisk. There's always some fine print, and this is something that like that the developers will constantly mention, and I'll constantly mention it too, because they're not like a big game studio, right? They don't have like release time frames like these big game studios where, you know, just because it's confirmed means it's definitely happening. Even these big game studios have delays, right? But I don't know, when World of Airports has a delay, it seems like it hits the community really hard and people don't take it easy, which is really bad, because then it makes it the developers not want to like tease information or release information ahead of time, which then keeps us out of the loop, and then we don't know what's happening. Then we're in a drought and we're like, what's going on? Is this game, you know, are they still updating the game? But anyways, yes, right now it's going to be the next airport. That could potentially change, especially if they run into any issues or anything like that. There's no signs that I know of right now that say they're running into any issues or that plans may change, but plans are always subject to change, especially when it comes to World of Airports. We got 40 viewers on Twitch and 40 on YouTube. That's crazy. That's awesome. So yeah, Hidden, I'm gonna be using the other bot for the live giveaway. I'm gonna have like 25 spots open, because I don't want to do it on a timer. I want to do it based on how many people are gonna join. So no pressure on you. Yeah, Raptor agrees that they need to add more levels to keep people playing them. Airports, including newer planes that were recently added to the game. Yeah, that's true. You know, add those levels, add some of the newer planes. Not just when not just when the plane update comes out, but like, you know, give us some newer planes. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, they need to give us more reasons to keep playing. And for people who stop playing to want to play. Yeah, I'm playing Phat Airlines now too. I got my other iPad right here. No macros. No macros. Just me playing on 2 devices with my fingers. Alright. Oh, I got 30,000 wallers. Nice. One thing I'm trying to do here at Sydney, by the way, because I haven't really explained a lot, I did buy a new terminal here, right? And I bought a few new stands. Like I bought this stand over here. I bought like a stand over here. I think it was this one, yeah. So one thing I'm doing here at Sydney is when I get more wallers, I'm expanding my airport. That's like the first thing I'm doing. And it's not because I need more contract capacity or handling crew. I guess I could use more handling crew, but I want to be able to handle more planes at once. And even if I can't handle all these planes at once, for example, right, we have this plane right here that needs 13 handling crew and this one needs 10. I guess I could handle both of these at the same time. But what I'm trying to say here is that even though I can't handle all the planes at once, in my opinion, I think it's much better to have the planes on the ground ready for you to handle, because there's no rush to let me add 10 more minutes here, but there's no rush to like handle them. It's better to have like more planes on the ground and not enough handling crew, in my opinion, than it is to have, you know, planes on the ground or no planes on the ground and have plenty of handling crew. So that's one thing I'm trying to accomplish by buying more stands. And so that way I can have this entire section here. And then because I also have this section unlocked here at Sydney, I'm trying to also park this section over here has a lot of the larger planes. But I know on this section over here, what I really should be doing is I should probably unlock this terminal. This terminal has a D stand right here, a D stand right there. So D planes are going to be nice. And are there any more like DEF stands on this side of the runway that I missed? Because the planes that park over here, will depart using this runway. So that's super helpful, because this runway in the middle is used for both landings and departures. So the more departures that you could have happening on this runway, the better it is just to keep things flowing smoothly. Just fingers, no dirty cheaters. Yeah. And 225 now added to the database for giveaways as well. You know what I was hyped about like the other day? I realized that we can send the Beluga to other players now from Hong Kong. The Beluga is now like an airplane that you can get from other players. I sent my Beluga to Hammy. There are E-stands on the far right. I think I have that one unlocked, yeah. There's E-stand right there. I think one right here, yep. I think I have all of them unlocked. Because that was the first thing I focused on over here. Was unlocking these E-stands on this side of the runway. Now I should unlock this terminal right here, like I said. So that way I can get some more D-stands. Got the E over here. Now, this is only A and B. So that's probably going to be like the last terminal I unlock. And then this is a cargo terminal. Also, you know, we got some A, B, C, D, E over there. That could be useful. Because over here, these cargo stands are combined stands, right? So that means they handle both passenger and cargo planes. So that's actually very useful when you're first opening up Sydney, because how many larger planes do you really have when you're first starting a new airport? Not a lot. But then as you start to like continue to level up the airport, then and get more contract capacity, get more player contracts, then you start to get more larger stands or more larger planes, and then you need more larger stands as well. What's with these ads? Well, you can sign up for Twitch Turbo. I'm not sure if I'm the only Twitch streamer you watch, but if I'm not the only Twitch streamer you watch, Twitch Turbo is a great idea, because it's like YouTube Premium, where you just don't get any ads on Twitch at all anymore. Really nice, especially if you watch more than just me. If you only watch me, you could sign up. You could join as a Twitch subscriber, and that actually we disable ads for Twitch subscribers. On YouTube, the only way to kind of cancel ads on YouTube is to join YouTube Premium. Even if you're a member on YouTube, YouTube doesn't give me the option to disable ads for YouTube members. DJ Bay said one thing about Sydney is all random arrivals are large planes. Like, never thought about that. Let's hold on. Yeah, pretty much, right? I mean, you could get a seaplane, I guess. But that would probably be a little rare, right? Concords. We did pretty good today at this airport. And this seaplane. Now, one thing I'm going to do too is I'm going to disable, so especially at like once you start to have a lot of like larger planes coming in, one thing I like to do is start to disable these smaller sizes on these stands. Wait, what? Stand has scheduled airplanes and cannot be edited. Ah! It's so frustrating to me. Like this whole scheduling feature. The whole scheduling and not being able to edit a stand while it's in use. It just like makes me not want to use. I don't use the scheduling feature because I can't edit a stand. But anyways, what I do here is I like to disable these smaller sizes, because there's plenty of other stands like over here that can handle just A, B, and C, right? So I'm gonna disable A, B, and C on this stand here, And what that's going to do is going to help me with this list at least. So this list is not going to show me like it's showing me I-10. So I-10 over here, I should do the same thing. I'm going to click on it. We're going to disable A, B, and C. But this way, when I'm manually assigning planes, now all of these seaplanes are not showing up on my list. All those seaplanes are not showing up on the list anymore as a potential plane that's ready for landing. So I'm not going to accidentally schedule them for landing on a stand where I could have a much larger plane. Here's another one. That one's already disabled. That's good. What's up, Queen Hexa? Are we going to be doing giveaway soon? Yeah, we're going to be going to HKG because that's where I want to have a bunch of my planes at. I just wanted to I extended my tower managers one last time. So now we have 3 more minutes on the tower managers. I extended the tower managers one last time so that way I could get these last few planes landed. I always want to prioritize our player planes coming in. Of course, I also prioritize my own planes. What's up, Hugh Whaler? Good news for IAD, it's starting to warm up in the capital of USA, so it's less de-icing. I know, that means I'm going to be playing it again. I do like playing IAD, but I just could not do it with all of the de-icing that was happening. I was like, I just can't do it. Same thing happens at LHR when there's de-icing. I tend to skip that airport, but IAD, Washington, DC, USA, just had so much de-icing in the past few weeks that I just couldn't. Alright, said Fat so lucky he bought the Concorde on sale and now it's too expensive for us right now. Bro, I paid real money for that Concorde, bro. And I still paid more than what you would pay today for it. Because when I paid for it, I had to they did not have so I'm just trying to like stop. I understand your complaint, but like I could be complaining too right now, all right? Because when I purchased the Concorde, they only had the 100 gold plane option was the maximum that you could buy at a time. So and that, I mean, it was cheaper then. It was $19.99. It was $20. It wasn't $23. It was $19. It was $20, right? So, but I had to buy that 7 times, right? So that's $140 I had to spend. Okay, because it was on sale. I think I paid only 700 gold planes for it. All right, nowadays they have this 900 gold plane package for $100. Well, if you want to buy a Concorde, you buy 100s and you buy 900 and buy 100, and now you have a Concorde. You only have to pay $123 for it. All right, so I paid more for it on sale than what you would pay for it today. Okay, so I'm not lucky. I just bought it on sale early and I paid more than what you would pay for it today. Yeah, I mean, they did make the gold planes a lot cheaper now, so I mean, I get where you're coming from, but like I know you're a free-to-play player, so that's why you're complaining about it. But if you bought gold planes, things are a lot cheaper now than they were before. That is maybe why they haven't had a sale, right? Because you can buy 900 gold planes for $100, when in the past 900 gold planes would have cost you $180, right? So when as somebody who spends money on World of Airports, I was excited to see this package because I was like, man, I don't have to pay $200 to get 1,000 gold planes now. So that was nice. All right, we're gonna switch airports now, and you guys, we're gonna want to don't forget to accept Sammy plane. Oh yeah, you're right. Sammy and Small Plane Aviation. Small Plane, what's your username, bro? What is this, you, Sammy? Looks like your livery, Sammy. Oh, we'll have to come back. I'm not gonna wait. Sorry. Because we're gonna go to Hong Kong. Hong Kong, we're level 8. Here we go. Oh, Sammy sent it to my Hong Kong. Okay, I'll accept it. Oh, no contract capacity. Rip. I'll have to accept it in a few minutes. All right. So actually, we're gonna have to buy some contract slots. We're doing some giveaways today, so I am going to need to buy some contract capacity for sure. Small plane, you know, that L plane contract you redeemed is for you to send me a contract. I can refund it to you so you can get your points back, but that is so you can send me a contract. And I didn't see a plane coming from you in that in the pending request here. So you meant for me to send you a plane, then you would have to do the Phat L plane redemption. That is the one that gets the plane from me to you, but the other redemption is the one that is from you to me. You could send it to Sydney or you could send it to Hong Kong. You kind of redeemed it right at the end of Sydney and right at the beginning of Hong Kong, so doesn't make you tell me which airport and we'll make it work for you there. But all right, let's go ahead and start landing and redeeming some planes here because we're going to do some giveaways. And we're going to start with some smaller planes first. Let's just make sure this can go to playable destinations. So this, we're going to do a 734. It can go to BKK. It can go to Nagoya. Go to CNN. Nur. No Muscat. So we're going to do a 734 first, all right? Do I have a livery for this? I do. Nice. We're going to claim it. Claim. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the Phat Airlines Discord. So we're going to go to Discord. We're going to go to Phat Airlines Discord. And where do I want to host this? I guess we'll do it in contract chat. We're gonna go to contract chat because that's what I think where it makes the most sense. Hope the bot is enabled for contract chat. Okay. One moment, please hold. We'll be right back. Please hold contract. Handle some planes while we're waiting. That Raptor plane right there. to work. It's all on my end, nothing on. At the Ambulift? It is. What we're going to do is I'm going to turn on the tower managers here as well. We're going to turn off for 40 minutes, but I'm going to pause the delivery manager as well, because with the delivery manager, I want to make sure like my plane lands first. That way we can do these, or I want to make sure my plane lands at the right time, essentially. What I'm going to do here is we're going to go to Alright, I'm gonna have to do it on my computer, but you'll see it here. So you go to the contract chat, and what we're gonna do is we're going to create a giveaway here. So we're gonna do a B734 giveaway. This is a different giveaway than our normal giveaways. All right, and you only have one entry per person, and it's a pretty cool little app here, because what you got to do is you just got to select a number in this contract chat. You select the number here, and when everybody is done, we're going to randomly select. This way, once we have 25 people, I'll run the giveaway, and that way the first 25 can join in on here. Everybody has one shot at winning, but this way, instead of us waiting on a timer, we're just waiting on a certain number of people to join in. One thing we're gonna do as like in the future, you'll see here there's donated option. There's ways where we could do a giveaway where like you have to donate in order to participate in the giveaway. We're not gonna do that for contracts, but because I don't think it's a good idea to do like giveaways for money like that, like contracts for money. But I do have, like, for example, I have like a Swiftpoint mouse that I could give away, so we could do something like that. But we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, it looks like that that is complete. So we're going to go ahead and let us let us pick the winner. All right, let me fine. This is taking me a little bit longer than I thought it would. And the problem with well, not problem, but the thing with World of Airports is the game doesn't play if it's not like in front on the front of your screen. So that's one thing I need to switch over to World of Airports so we can. While I get this. Sorted. All right, there we go. I got everybody in there now. Everybody's with a check mark. All right. How do you use this bot? I will eventually teach VIPs how to use it. I don't know. Actually, eventually I think we'll do it, but I'm not exactly sure if this is something I want everybody to use, because there is like a donation option there, so I don't know if that's something I want everybody to use, but I'll think about it. I think it's cool though, because it's like a quick giveaway system, right? So it could be useful. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's draw a winner. We're gonna scroll down to the bottom here. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Hammy. Hammy wins the B734. Hammy, I'm guessing you want this to your BKK. You could put it in chat or you could put it in Discord. I have both open, so. Rigged. Funny. Hammy, number 19. Working the 734 reach. It can go to BKK, to Nagoya, to ENN. BKK is perfect. Awesome. We'll send that. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna have a lot more of those giveaways because we got a lot more planes to claim. I think next we're gonna do an A306F. I like the cargo planes. This A306F can go to Nagoya, BKK, CNN. It looks like all the same airports. Go to Sydney? No, it cannot. So yeah, all the same airports. But we're gonna do the A306F next. So that way I have my own cargo plane that is also, you know, in my fleet. Because I have a few cargo planes that are coming in. No. Sorry, Raptor. We got one delayed plane by 1 second. I could not buy the Ambulift. I couldn't afford it. Could not afford it. Too broke. Route for landing. All right. So once that, well, I already claimed the A306F. It's gonna be a while before that one lands. So what I want next is do an A332. A332. Let's see where it can go. BKK, Nagoya, Sydney, Muscat. We make it go anywhere else. Yeah, it can go to Prague, it looks like. Prague and Bari. When the A330 Neo gets added, will you do giveaways on your main account? I'm really bad at doing giveaways for the new planes that come out. Fortunately, I wish I was better at it. I don't do too many, like I don't buy too many of the planes that just come out. I buy like 1 or 2 just so I can try them out, but I don't really do too many. I think what I have to do is do a email contract giveaway for like new planes. Problem with those larger planes is they're so expensive. Hard for me to like afford them all, but I'll figure out a way we can do it. Got some only HKG plane right here. Yeah. Excellent. We'll do an E190 next. We got a spot for landing for this. We go. See, we got 2 spots for landing. Let's go. Hammy, thanks for accepting that quickly. I appreciate that. Going for landing. Only HKG 909. Where can this go? Oh, same. We'll do a C909 as well. Let's go. Gonna have to keep it Snow White for now. Don't we get a livery for this later on or no? We get premium one, we get supreme one, and basic one. I guess I could buy like supreme 4, premium 6. Buy premium. For that to land as well, so we're gonna go ahead and clear. So first up, let's get the contract chat open here. Again, exclamation point Discord if you're not in the Discord, so you can join. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do another random. Here. This time I'm gonna do more slots, but this is for the E190. There we go. So yeah, now you got it. In order to do this entry, I know a lot of people get confused because it's different, right? So when we have 25 or less spots, you'll just have numbers show up. But when we have 25 or more than 25, you'll see you have to pick a spot. You have to click on that, and then you can pick an available number. All right, you can pick a spot, and you can pick an available number, or you can also type in a slash. I think this is supposed to work, but let's see. Nah, that's not working. I don't know why that's not working. Maybe I don't have the bot permissioned correctly. Yeah, that's how you do it. You pick a spot. Now, 25 to or 26 to 30 are already taken, so that is gone. Yeah, look at all we got. Do we have 30 people here? I think we have 30 people, so I'm trying to get everybody to have a chance to win or enter, you know? I also don't want to wait a long time, so we only got 2 more spots here, guys. Oh yeah, what if you don't have it? That's a good question. You can give it to somebody else, I guess. Funny though. That's a good point. All right, everybody has a check mark. I'm gonna give it like 10 more seconds. There we go. Mercurial Justice is here. Excellent. A hockey fan. All right, last 2 to enter. I like it. Like it. Mark all. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna pick a winner. What happens if I hit it? Does anything happen? Only the creator. Oh man. All right, we'll do it now. 3, 2, 1. Mike with number 22. Congratulations, Mike. Rigged. The person who said was rigged it, right? No. Oh, that's funny. All right, Mike, let me know what airport and Nagoya. You got it. So soon, that plane is scheduled to land, so now we're just waiting for it to get to the stand. The next giveaway we're gonna do is for what? The C909, I think it was. Yeah, C909. So we're gonna do that giveaway in just a second. Let's just get the E190. Hilarious that someone called it for Mike before it was posted. Interesting. England said, what fleet plane should I buy at Nagoya? I haven't really played Nagoya too much to really have like a good opinion on it, I would say. But like, I mean, a 789 is like a great plane everywhere. It's like such a great plane in like all airports. It really is like one of the greatest planes, like underrated planes in the game, because the 77W will make more money, but like the 789 just like it has like, it usually has more airports that it can get to, so that's pretty nice. Small planes at the B38M, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. And it's the B38M is also not expensive to unlock, so that's a good one to unlock. Let's look at the C909. So the next giveaway we're gonna be doing is for the C909. All right, C909. Are you complaining about too many pings? All right, so if you go to Discord, go to contract chat. All right, we got C909. You know, see here, the prize is a C909. Donation is 0. There's 30 spots again, 1 pick per person, and it's a free pick. So you gotta do is click on this. You pick a spot that you want to get, and you know what? Phat Empire. I hit cancel. Does that remove me? Only the creator. Well, if I win, I will send it to myself. You guys think I'm gonna win? Adam is predicting Sammy as the next winner. Interesting. A359 and B789 are great. Oh yeah, the A359 is underrated for me at least. I don't talk about it or use it enough. But when I do use it, it is pretty solid. All right, how are we looking over here? We still got a few more slots open on this giveaways. Looks like 4 or 5 more. Yeah, we're gonna use this bot for like, you know, like on the fly kind of giveaways. I might give access to VIPs, but also like for some paid giveaways as well in the future. Just thinking of things that like, how do I put it? I don't want people to feel bad like for losing either. So like I want there to be a consolation prize for everybody who enters. That's the hard part that I'm trying to come up with, is like I want everybody who enters to get something, but I want the grand prize winner to get like the actual prize. You know what I'm saying? So I'm figuring that out. But in the meantime, I was like, this is pretty cool because it's like a random number picker, essentially, random number generator picker that doesn't need a lot of input from me. So, all right, I'm gonna give it like a few more minutes, or not minutes. Once this C909 gets to the stand, we're gonna pick a winner because we gotta send Mike his plane. He said to Nagoya, so there, awesome. I love it when their name is right there on the list. You know, one thing actually, oh, he was too quick. One thing I wish, and this is like a small feature request, but I'll show you when we have this plane parked. We still have some spots open, by the way, on that giveaway. Let me bring it to the bottom again. I'm going to repost it to the bottom so you guys have it in the bottom of contract chat. I know there's a lot of chat going on, so that's another cool thing about the bot is I can repost it at the bottom. So like, even though there's a bunch of chat happening, I can bring it down to the bottom here, so you don't have to scroll up to find it. 29 is aviation's lucky number. Nice. Yeah, what I was going to say is one thing I wish that World of Airports had, which I feel like it would be easy, but like I'm not a developer, so like I don't know how easy it actually is. But one thing feature I wish they had was let's see this. I'll show you. Oh yeah, we're waiting for Chalk, so we're waiting for a little bit. You're an A350 lover, so when I use it, send it to you. Gotcha. Adam Keck said, changing my prediction, Mert is going to win. Nice. Yoda said, happy to sponsor a Conquer Comet as a grand prize from HKG. Nice. Sorry, I was so quick. I was in Nagoya. That's cool, bro. So one thing I wish that World of Airports had was like when you hit find connection and you say, do you know a specific player, and you hit yes. I wish that if you started typing in somebody's name, this list would also get shorter. Like, wouldn't that be cool if I started typing Aries Mike and it would just like let it would only populate his name? I think that would be so cool, especially like my list gets so long. Like especially when you have a long name like this one, right? Meek Raven of Bronze Realm. I gotta type it all in. If I just started typing in Meek, that's probably like he'll probably be the only name that shows up, and I could just type it. I could just click it. I wish that was like a feature, but like that wouldn't. A reason why I don't talk about it too much too is because that's like not a feature that would impact a ton of people. It would just impact the people who play player contracts, which not everybody does. But all right. That is it. We're going to go ahead and run this giveaway. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and approve everybody, and we're going to draw a winner. So hope you guys are ready. All 30 spots must be filled before drawing. Interesting. Interesting. I guess we're gonna open up. We're gonna knock it down to like 20 spots next time. It looks like we don't got 30 people here, huh? Update the settings. Someone create an alt account and join. Interesting. Guess we're stuck. Guess we're stuck. I joined in on my main and on my alt. I have a third account, but I'm not exposing my third Discord account. Sorry. Crazy dude, thank you for joining. Oh, that's everybody, right? That's everybody. Awesome. Manage donations. All right, we're knocking it down to 20 people next time. Sorry, guys. So you're gonna have to be quick. Now it's time to draw a winner. Hidden wins the C909, number 5. That's fun. Where does Hidden want it? Mercer, no way, bro. That goes crazy after the winner's pick. That's pretty cool. What's up, Easy? Nice to see you, bro. That goes wild. I totally did not rig it. Rig a bot that isn't mine, yeah. Funny Hidden. Alright, we're gonna, what else we're gonna get? We're gonna do a 744. We're also gonna do a 77. We don't got a livery for the 744, huh? Do premium 3. these 2 planes. That way. VIPs have a more chance of winning. Well, this bot is not at all looking at anybody's roles. Whereas, and not to say that Hidden's bot is rigged for it. It's not. But the other giveaway bot that we have, it doesn't really. It's not giving VIPs a preferential treatment either. The only reason it looks at VIP roles is who's able to start giveaways, and for VIP only giveaways. Otherwise, like, this bot is not looking at anything. It is looking at a number. It's looking for a number. It looked at number 5 and like, okay, number 5 wins. I do need more like E stands here. I think I only have like 1. I have this E stand right here. Do need to buy more E stands. I need 18,000 wallers. Oof. Should I just buy the wallers for that? Player, that's okay. I got you. Your contracts, all playing. I just buy the wallets for it. What's coming in next update? You should probably go back to like 20 minutes into the stream. Like the first, like, actually, like, yeah, after like I think in 12 minutes from the beginning of the stream, including the countdown, is when on YouTube is when I started talking about like our agenda for the day. And around the 20-minute marker is when I started talking about update 3.4.1, and then we started talking about also like cheating in the game. In general, I think the next update is coming soon. We don't know when it's coming, but what's coming? It's probably, I think there's some new planes coming, which we didn't talk about. Yeah, some updated planes, maybe some new planes, but also some anti-cheat detection is coming into the game as well. So that's going to be interesting for a lot of, not a lot, but for a few players, it's going to be interesting. Hidden, where did you say? Didn't say what airport, and I missed it. I must have. Probably best someone else takes it. Reroll. Can I reroll? I don't even think I can. There's no reroll on this bot. Yeah, does anybody else wish that like you could start typing in a name, like type in Hidden's main account name, and I wish the bottom part would just populate it for me, because I know the words in his name, but I forget what the last 3 numbers are in Hidden's user, like World of Airports username, and that would just make it so much easier for me. He said BKK. Proof, yeah. See, like, does anybody else wish that, or is it just me? Am I the only one who has this problem? FROU officer 208. Like, I would love it if it filtered the rest of the bottom part. DJ said, I wish it was easier to find the players. Small plane said, for real. Hidden Airlines is remember, but it's my secondary account. I know, right? That's why I get so many requests to my free-to-play account because of that. Like, everybody knows Phat Airlines, but they don't necessarily know the Phat Rican. So I get a lot of requests on there. It's like the wrong airports. All right, it'll be a little bit before we do another giveaway, because I want to wait for these planes to at least be scheduled to land before giving them away, because otherwise I'm gonna have a hard time remembering who to send them to. But HKG, what do you guys think? I'm gonna put a poll up. I like polls. Poll button. There it is. Oh, I could get 500 for free. Let's go. Oh, I can't type, man. I need to set up the poll for YouTube because I want to know what you guys think as well on YouTube. The question I'm asking you guys is, should I buy Wallers? And you got a few responses you can have. First response is no, don't buy Wallers. The second response and the third and the fourth response are all yes. But each of those are for different Waller amounts. So whichever one gets the highest votes is the one I'm going to go with. All right. So should I buy 10,000 Wallers, which is just enough to buy me one more E-stand? Should I buy 110,000 Wallers, which is enough to buy multiple stands? Or should I buy it at 1.2 million? In which case, we probably could do a Concord giveaway. I don't know, but we could think about it. It's not your gold planes you're spending, by the way. It's my gold planes. So, but at the same time, like, I know some people really want to see like how a free-to-play player might experience this airport. So that's why I'm always like hesitating, because I don't mind spending the gold planes, but I also don't want to like. I want free-to-play players to understand how the struggle is, right? Because it is a struggle at the early levels to get those. Get the Wallers, to get the stands, to get all the things you need in order to like level up your airport and to like make it a major airport. Once you like get into those later levels, it becomes real easy, real easy. Getting a million Wallers at HKG, no problem. But doing in the beginning levels, it's such a problem, and it's so slow. But I don't mind either way. I just wanted to leave it up to you guys, so that way, you know, it's a stream decision. So should we buy Wallers or should we not? And how many should we buy if we should? Whichever one gets the most votes will win. It's not like a, you know, if yes gets 10 votes total, it means we're gonna spend Wallers. It's like, no, if yes 10,000 gets 5 votes, or, you know, 3 votes, but no gets 5 votes, and then yes 110 gets, you know, 3 votes, and then you know, all that, it doesn't matter. Whichever one of A, B, C, D has the most votes is the one that will be selected. And there's like 1 more minute on this poll. I know YouTube, you don't have a timer on your poll, but you are also welcome to vote on YouTube. And we got over here the cargo plane. Once this cargo plane pushes back, we're going to land the next cargo plane as well, my cargo plane. Aryan asked, is cargo plane still worth sending short distance for Wallers like before 2.0? I don't know. I mean, I don't think so, because I think the Wallers that you make are still based mainly on fuel. So I mean, we could take a look. I mean, if we look here, let's see here. Here we're getting departure fees is what's making our money. This is not my player plane though. This is another player's plane. So we'll take a look at what the cargo plane looks like here. Unlock the A332 and the A333 in your stream account. It's getting a remodel soon. We did a bunch of unlocking a couple of weeks ago. So I'm not sure if that's something I want to do right now. All right, I'm going to end this poll. So YouTube said 5 people said 1.2 million yes. 3 people said yes to 10,000. And 2 people said no. Which we had 13 people say yes, 1.2 million. So we got the obvious winner. we are going to go ahead and purchase 1.2 million. I think what we'll do with the leftover money is make a Concorde giveaway. We'll buy another a Concorde on this. Or no, I don't have a Concorde on this account. Huh. What do I have unlocked? We'll buy some X planes. How about that? Like some F planes. Don't have Concorde unlocked. Yeah, I don't have the Concorde. So we'll do like a couple F plane giveaways as well. Like maybe the one of each. And an E plane. We'll do a A35K because you know we want some Airbus lovers to feel some love too. All right, we got the A306F, which is now landing. So if you guys don't know, go to the Phat Airlines Discord. Go to the contract chat channel because in that contract chat we're gonna have a giveaway started there. So give me one moment so I can set that up for this A306F. We're gonna have 20 spots for this giveaway, so we're not doing 30. We were able to hit 20 easily. 30 we struggled with, so we're doing 20. And yeah, go to Phat Airlines Discord, go to contract chat, go down to the bottom of that chat, and you can select a number. Select the number, and we'll pick a winner for that number. Looks like the numbers are going by quickly. I think it's easier too when there's only like the numbers are right there versus it having to you having to like click another button for it to show up. Anyways, let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and draw a winner. Let's bet. Alfie, you missed. Oh no. A winner because I didn't say everybody is paid for. Whoops. Everybody is good. Everybody's active. Time to draw the winner. Hockey fan is going to win, Adam Kag says. Emmy. Number 19. Now this is rigged. That's funny. You guys just gotta pick better numbers. Gotta pick better numbers, guys. Be more lucky, all right? That's all you gotta do. Be more lucky. Be more lucky, guys. It's funny though because I think a couple months ago, Hammy was like not complaining. I don't know what the right word is, but Hammy was saying in chat like how they never win the giveaways. I remember when Hammy said that. Got Dolphin with the request. Awesome. Alright, so what we got here? Oh, I need to buy the stand. That's the whole reason we bought the Wallers, right? So one thing to keep in mind with this stand purchase, right? At Hong Kong especially, I don't want to buy this D, E, and F stand right now because I have this A and B unlocked. Same thing over here. I have A and B unlocked here, so I don't want to buy this one, all right? We have this already has a D stand, so if I were to unlock E, I would get E, but I wouldn't get extra handling crew or an extra contract capacity. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna buy F stand right here. I'm gonna buy, and this F stand actually blocks E and F over here, and it blocks F over here. So that's perfect because I'm gonna buy E over here. I'm gonna buy E over here, and then I'll buy F right here. All right, that'll give me enough so I can park a bunch of planes. Let's actually extend my tower managers for I guess 30 minutes. We'll end the stream at HKG today. And then of course you got this side where you don't have any stands being blocked. So I guess I should have probably bought these stands. But the problem with buying these stands is that they're A, B, C, D, E, and F. They're all of them. So you have they cost a little bit more. Whereas like this one, if you bought a D stand, it's only 8,000. If I bought a D stand here, it's 20,000. So I'll buy this for 42. I should also probably buy. I'm gonna buy. Let's go to the cargo area. I think this is the camera. Yes, it is. Awesome. If we go to the cargo area over here, we have these stands that are ABC as well. Now, I don't know if I want to do the A, B, and C stands, because I think what we'll do, because I don't have any ABC cargo stands yet, so I'll go ahead and unlock this as a cargo stand for A, B, and C. I do know we also have multiple planes for cargo that are waiting for landing. So let's this off. Let's see. We have sizes. Do we have? We have we have an F plane waiting to land. I don't have an F cargo stand at all. I have 2 F cargo planes waiting to land. We need to buy an F cargo stand. Here's an E plane. So we definitely need to buy at least 1 F cargo stand. So what I'll do for that F cargo is we'll go over here. Actually, this one doesn't have F. This one doesn't have F either. And this one is multi. And where's my G stand? Is my G stand over here? Here's my G stand. So I think what I'll do is I'll buy this X33. So that way we can make it, if we need to get a G stand, I can buy it for 14,000. I don't want to buy the G stand just yet. I don't want to spend wallers just because we have it. I want to be a little bit more strategic than that, you know. That's keeping us looking good. I'm going to use the extra wallers now for us to, extra wallers will be used buying more planes. All right. That way we can send more contracts and do more giveaways. Player contracts down here. And then, oh, we got Concords waiting to land. Thank you, Flamingo, for the Concord. Now, the bad thing, or the one thing to keep in mind with these extra stands that we bought, is that we're still going to need equipment, right? We're going to need equipment for all these new stands we opened up. So just something to keep in mind. Let's go ahead and Do I have any more F planes waiting to land? Let's see. Yes, right here, F plane. Other F plane, but that one is not. What? Yeah, let's handle these event planes too, because I want to get that XP while it still matters. I would also disable stands as you buy them. That way, when you use the delivery manager, it's easier. That's so smart, and I didn't do it. I should have done that. That is so smart. Somebody else is streaming WOA on Twitch. Nice. Hammy, what airport? Or you probably want it to BKK. Yeah, BKK. I see. All right, cool. Go ahead and send it that way. Let's get a livery on this. Thing we're gonna do today is we're gonna get some liveries for me. For this one, we'll do premium 4. I really wish we could, like, as we type, the name list would filter down. That'd be so, like, that'd be so cool. All right, so we are now waiting for more planes to land. We have the A332 coming in soon. 744 is not yet landing. So I think we know what the next plane is going to be. A332. So I think this time we'll do 22 slots on the giveaway, because the 20 went by pretty quickly. So we're gonna do 22 for this A332. A332, 22 slots, $0 donation, 1 pick per person, and submit. So what you got to do is go to Phat Airlines Discord, click on contract chat, go down to the bottom, because at the bottom of this chat we will have new randomizer. You click on a button for which one you want to join, what number you want to join, your name will be on the list, then I will approve everybody, and then we can draw for a winner. Oh man, I need to report a bug here. Cool. I just made the suggestion. That is crazy. You tapped the green number and you didn't get added? Oh, RIP, bro. Look, what is that? An A388. Nice one. D-Bad. That's a cool call sign, too. Alright, let's, it's gonna take me a little bit of time because I need to manually approve everybody's entry. I can't do it, Oh, look, the 744 is coming, guys. You guys ready for that giveaway? First, got the A332. I think what we'll do is, too, while we're waiting for that to park, we're going to go ahead and buy a 748. What livery do I have unlocked for this? Special one. I love, oh, special. 15 and 20, I think it is, right? What? Buy a 748. We are going to buy an A388. Got 132,000. $752F. 321F. Yo, the 321 is more expensive than the 752F. Crazy. Be bad. Alright, which one should we do, guys? Is the 752 better or the A21 and why? So 752 has 36,000 cargo capacity. A21 has 26,000, right? Range is 1600 versus 2800. It looks like the 752 is better in every way. Except it's a bigger size. It's a bigger plane. Yeah, we'll do the 757. And I pick a livery. We'll do, ooh, I like that one. Excellent. All right, we got the A332 here. So it's time. Select the winner. Draw a winner. Let's go down to the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Amy? Again? That's weird, right? Now it's getting weird. Now it's getting weird. But they're all different numbers, right? 19. Let's go over here. 19. Rigged. Let's vote. 19. Okay, hold on. Are they all 19? 5. Okay, that was hidden. We did like 2 other giveaways. 22. This sounds like to me somebody's got to get number 19 before Hammy. Number 19 was picked 3 times. That's like it's like the roulette table, you know, like every number has an equal chance at coming up, but do you want it at BKK Heavy? But yeah, every number has an equal chance at coming up, but just because you've seen the same number on roulette come up multiple times in a row does not mean that it's more likely to come up again. Every single number has the same chances of coming up. This is how roulette, this is how the casino beats you, right? Is that like you see only reds on the board. That doesn't mean that you're going to get a red again, or it doesn't mean that you're due for a black. You still have a 48% chance of getting both a red or black on every single roll. It's like if you flip a head and tails, a coin, and get heads or tails, you still have a 50-50 chance. Even if you flip it 10 times and you get all heads, you still have a 50-50 chance. But I do think it's funny though that Hammy keeps winning. Watch Hammy gets beat out, like somebody beats Hammy out to number 19, and then Hammy still wins on like a different number. Oh my gosh. That would feel so bad for you guys, but that would be so funny for me. So we're using the extra money that I have now to like buy equipment as well. A lot easier now to have this extra wallers. I don't have to like strategize too much. I don't have to think. That's the good thing about like buying extra wallers is I could just buy it. I don't have to like think about it. I just do it. But all right, we got the next giveaway happening really soon. So I think, is this the last one? No, we got we got three more. And I can afford a cargo stand. So I think what we'll do is we'll buy this cargo stand. But before I buy this cargo stand over here at X8, let's just make sure that I'm not blocking anything. It's only blocking a smaller stand. So we're gonna buy that stand, and we're gonna land the 752. So the 752, not next. What's next is 744. What's next is the 744. Alright, so I'm gonna start that giveaway shortly. Just give me a second here. $44. We're gonna do 20 spots because if I do more than 20 but less than 25, I lose my buttons that like give me options to like draw a winner and stuff, which makes it a lot more complicated for me to do. So Nation 0, 1 pick per person. Actually, how about this? We'll do 40 spots, but you can pick 2 spots. All right, how about that? Yeah. So if you only want to pick one, you can pick one. But we'll do 40 spots, but you can pick 2 numbers. All right. So now you have 2 chances at winning, even though there's double the amount of entries. All right, here we go. So go to the Phat Airlines Discord. Go down to the contract chat. And go ahead and select a spot. You can click on a number here. Click on your number. It looks like 19's already gone. I wonder if Hammy got it. Anyways, you could pick 2 numbers this time too. So you're not locked into just one. You can pick 2. And it looks like Hidden got 19. now number 19 is going to be a hot commodity. Sorry, Hammy. Yeah. So when I have these giveaways, and I do more than 20 but less than 25, I lose these buttons, which makes it real hard for me to like quickly do this. So that was quick. We're gonna go ahead and pick our winner. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Sammy on number 39. Sammy with the 744. All right. Sammy is punished already. DJ Bay said this is fun and all, but let's not pile on Hammy who does so much for us. Yeah, for real. I think it's all in fun and games right now, but I will call people out if you start, if it's not more, if it stops becoming fun, you know, that's when it's like not all right. Hammy rhymes with hammy. That's funny. That is true. That is true. Hammy does rhyme with hammy. Is it rigged? Maybe. Nah, not by me though. He rhymes with hammy. I didn't even think of that. I should have done a player plane. LHR, you got it, Sammy. Here, I think I have it configured so it can go to LHR. Oh, he's right there on the list too. I love it. I love it when I don't have to type in their names. Hammy won because Hammy did not enter, is what Yoda said. That's funny. Alright, so I think the next plane that's going to arrive, yeah, is the 752F. So that'll be the next plane that we give away. It'll be a little bit before we get these 2 F planes landed because I don't have a lot of F stands. Actually, if we look here, I have 1 F stand right there. I think I have another one over here, right? Yeah, we have 2 F stands. So Sammy, if you could accept that as soon as possible, that'd be helpful. I think this is an F stand right here too, but that plane just arrived, so it's gonna be a little bit before we can do both of those giveaways. So you definitely want to stay here and stay at the party. Stay with the party here. Hammy's like, I'm tired of winning. You guys, I'm not gonna enter anymore. Oh. I just buy the A stand over here. Problem when I buy the A stand is that like I end up not wanting to buy any of the other sizes because like I rather unlock a new stand and get like, you know, buy an F stand right off the bat because then at least I get like a handling crew and a contract from it. Why don't they open new airports like Doha or Dubai with the possibility to land military jets and fighters? Well, I know there's many reasons, but I'll give you 2 reasons. One reason right now is because of war in the world. So that's why they don't have military jets in the game. They're not trying to support war. So that reason that they have. And then also with like airports, when they're implementing an airport, there's a lot that goes into like what airport they decide to add into the game. You know, of course you got like its proximity to other airports. You also have like the potential impacts it would have on the servers. Both, you know, game stability and game financially. So those have an impact. Now I don't know what kind of impact Doha or Dubai would have on either of those reasons, but those are reasons that we've been told. E plane here. Let's see what else. Oh, a D plane and an E plane. We'll land this E plane. Actually, how much XP do I need? And at level 8, what do I get? Oh, I just get Wallers. Okay, I don't need to get Wallers that badly. Okay, we're gonna start another giveaway because we have the 752F at its stand. Means you guys need to join the Discord. Now, I'm not a big fan of doing these giveaways on Discord, but there's no good way for me to have both you guys on YouTube and on Twitch to both enter at so it's kind of tough to do that. So yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, find a way that everybody can enter. If I could find a way that we could get Twitch and YouTube unified, then I will do it. The way I had before was like super confusing for me though, because it was like a way that I kind of created myself, and it wasn't like a bot. So if I could find a way that I can get us to like not leave YouTube and not leave Twitch and get some giveaways happening, then I'll do it. But in the meantime, that's why you want to join Discord as well, because we have giveaways running throughout the week. We have giveaways running during streams as well. And then for all you guys who are watching after the stream, I'm gonna have I have a lot of planes in my LHR, my main account, that I'll be hosting like a couple, like I'll do like a 1-day giveaway, a 2-day giveaway, 3 days, and then I'll do like a 7-day giveaway for a Concorde as well. Right now, go to Phat Airlines Discord, go to the contract chat, go to the bottom of the chat, and there will be a new random starting right now. 40 entries, 2 entries per person. You can only do 1 if you want. That's fine. I know, like when like the original server I saw this bot on, you know, I saw there was like 40 people wanting to join, so I only joined once, you know, because I was like, it's cool if I win, cool if I don't. But then, like, if things took too long, did somebody change their name to Yami? Okay. Oh man, if they win, then that brings up suspicion. Go ahead and we'll select the winner in just a second. We're gonna start the giveaway shortly. Let's just get some planes scheduled to land. Do some player planes. Ambos, who else? Vista and Made to Move. Voitando. I didn't see him today. I don't think I saw him today. Purple Chick said, hello Phat, how come you always have a different account? I only have 3 accounts, so I'm not sure what you mean by always, but you know, I have my stream only account, which is the account that I use while I'm streaming. I do this so that way people can follow along on the journey. So like when you look at the streams on YouTube, you can see you know what I've done, why I did things, you know, especially like for example, when I unlocked HKG, you could see how I unlocked terminals, how I approached it. You can see when I bought Wallers, you know, using gold planes, and see how I use them and how I don't use them. All those things is why I have that stream only account, so you can kind of like follow along if you really want to see like how I play World of Airports. I have my main account. That's the account that I'll sometimes stream, especially like when a new airport comes out, because that's the account that I'm gonna have all of my stuff unlocked. I have everything on that account. So that's the main account. That's the account that I play every single day. Then I have my free-to-play account, which is Phat Airlines, and on that account, I play that account casually, but it's completely free to play. I do not spend any real money or fake money. Actually, I guess I do spend silver planes, but I don't spend any money on gold planes. The only way I get gold planes on that account is by trading in my silver planes to gold planes. And I have that account so that way I better understand the struggle of a free-to-play player, because it's a lot different. You don't struggle for gold planes when you can just buy them, right? But when you're limited to 17 gold planes per week, you need to spend them a little bit differently than somebody who can just buy 900 every month or every week or whatever. So that's why I have those three accounts. And I invite everybody to send me contracts to my main account, the Fat Rican. I play HKG, I play BKK, I play LHR daily. I also intend to play IAD daily, but with the last 3 weeks, or maybe the last month, it's been freezing over at IAD. So I haven't been playing it too much because of de-icing. De-icing slows me down, and I'm not a big fan. So therefore, I have not played too much of it. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to Discord, and we're gonna go ahead and let's find out who won this giveaway. Let's draw for the winner. Number 29, Adam Keck with the 752F. Awesome, man. Oh, we didn't even say where this could go. But it can go to CNN, it can go to BKK, and Nagoya. Do I miss streaming your main account? Sometimes, but like I only miss it because like everything's unlocked. So like, like it's, in my opinion, it's more interesting to play with a full airport versus like an empty airport like this is. Like this airport, we have nothing. We have no cargo stands here. We don't have this terminal over here unlocked. We don't have this terminal unlocked. Like nothing's unlocked, right? So in my opinion, it's like a little boring. But that's why I would like to play. Like I somewhat miss it, but I know this, this is why I created this stream only account anyways. Got X-Plane contract from Crunch. Nice. What else we got? Where does Adam Cack want this? Adam Cack 2 Nagoya. Right there. I love it when their name is right there. Like this stream is going to take me a little bit longer than I expected. 5 minutes on this, 1 minute on this one. And what about this stand over here? 10 minutes. Oof. We have 2 more planes we're going to give away, so you don't want to leave. You don't want to miss it because it's an A388 and a 748. You have a 748 and an A388. Our last 2 giveaways of the day. Don't want to miss it. Here, actually, I forgot to look at here. So when it comes to cargo planes, where are we making our money? On shipping and transport. Refueling costs us money. Maybe, I think, maybe it is like, doesn't matter if it's long distance or short distance. I'm gonna have to look into that, Aryan. I think, Aryan, you're the one who asked if like long distance or short distance is better for cargo. I know probably there's people already who did an analysis on it, so I can look to see what people have already done. But I think that could be pretty interesting. What does the Pixel plush do? I don't know. I think I know what that is. Am I gonna land? Yeah, but not as good as Alphib. Ooh, I need to stand up for a second. How many liveries have you collected in your main account? Not a lot. I can't even tell you. I don't have it open, and it's not something I really like pay attention to or keep track of. I know one day, maybe like during my streamathon, one day I'll probably have like a Saturday stream or something where we're gonna like just Boapedia hunt. But I don't know how, if that would be even interesting to watch, you know? I don't know. It might be interesting to watch, but I don't think it would be. So that's why I just been keep pushing it off for like another date or something. But we're gonna do the 748 first, mainly because the 748 is cheaper than the A388. Not to say that it's worse or better or worse, but it's cheaper. So this is gonna be the one we land first. There's also a BH Fog, so that's pretty cool. Oh, TJ Bay, I saw that on the drop. Like, only I'm gonna land. Yo, what's up, Nabil? Ginger Jesus. Yeah, you were the one that was pushed, right? Yep. Right, we're gonna start the giveaway on the Phat Airlines Discord shortly. So again, join the Phat Airlines Discord. I'm gonna start this giveaway shortly, but we're gonna select the winner once it's full or once this 748 gets to its spot. This one we're only gonna have one pick per person, but we're gonna open up 24 spots. All right. The bot creator told me they think that it may have been fixed, the problem I was having. So let's see if it was, let's see if it was. We're going to go ahead and hit submit here. And what you guys got to do is go to the contract chat channel. Uh-oh. Yeah, time to send them a screenshot. We're going to have to take a screen. We're going to have to, no, that's not going to work, guys. I'm sorry. $19 lock in. All right, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to remove your picks. I'm gonna have to cancel this giveaway. Sorry, because it's giveaway. Random canceled. Try again. Or try again. This time, you guys are gonna have 2 entries, and we're gonna have double the slots. We're gonna do 48 slots. 2 entries per person. Submit. So yeah, what you guys gotta do? I canceled the other one, so you gotta resubmit. But you just yeah, you guys know what to do. You pick a spot. You click on this. You select the number, and then you're entered for that number. See here, you're gonna win a 748, and 48 spots open. You can put in your 2 spots if you want. Taking you off my Christmas card list. Oh no. Look at small plane aviation's plane right here. Got crunch plane coming, nice. F plane, F stand. All right, perfect. Oh, is Toby? Toby's all right. We actually during my surgery we had him at a Rover. Rover's like Airbnb for dogs, like where people in the neighborhood or people like around town will sign up to like watch your dogs or like walk your dogs. So we had him over there so that way like my wife essentially and myself, we didn't have to worry about taking care of the dog on top of our children. We had help with the kids because we had like our parents coming over to help out and we have babysitters too. But yeah, that was our way. But he's doing good. All right, 7:44 is there. Almost time. It's almost time. It's almost time. Yeah, I feel like some of my planes are gone and disappeared too from the game, but I don't even know what that means. You know, like I don't know. Like, how do I prove it? All right, guys. So we have 48 entries into this 748 giveaway. So we're gonna go ahead and select the winner today. Oh, player 55977833926. I am not going to remember that. Player 557783926. Awesome. Where do you want it, bro? Congrats. I dare you to remember that in-game name, bro. There was a period in time where I would refuse to send players contracts or connections if they had a player name like that. Now, I don't mind as much because I can just go into this menu here, and I can see, oh, like Adam Cack, you're on my bad list right now. How is this plane been at your airport for 16 minutes and you haven't handled it, bro? What the heck is going on? You got Mike who hasn't handled his plane at Leipzig for 14 days, which isn't bad, you know. 16 minutes, that's horrible though. So yeah, now that we could see how long it's been since like people's handled their planes, I mean these are their planes, so it's not like that. I don't mind as much. Like when it's my plane, I mind a little bit more. Like yeah, I can easily tell when a player, especially with the player name, player, and a bunch of numbers, when they haven't handled for like 30 days or more, I kind of cancel the contract because one, they probably got they that's like a local account. So what that means is they probably, if they get like a new phone, they have to start all over again because it's not linked to Google Play, it's not linked to Apple Game Center, so it's not linked to the cloud. So essentially, yeah, if they get a new account or a new phone, they have to start a new account. So that's like one of the ones that I quick. I'll hold a contract for 200 days, your plane, 100 days, my plane. Interesting. Here, tell me what airport? BKK. Okay, nice. Get this. Might be too big, or like yeah, it might be too close. Oh, not. We could send. you go. Request has been sent, and we're gonna start the last giveaway now. All right. So join the Phat Airlines Discord. Last chance. And if you miss them, don't worry. We have giveaways happening throughout the week on the Phat Airlines Discord. I'll show you that in just a minute. Hot creator messaged me. This the next and last giveaway is for the A388. Definitely want to join this one. Not that like if you didn't join the other ones you have a better shot at winning. As we saw, everybody has an equal chance of winning. You can win multiple times too. One, we're gonna have two picks per person, so you can pick 2 numbers. And we're gonna have 50 slots. All right. Yeah. You go to the Phat Airlines Discord. You go to the contract chat. That's where we're hosting this. And you go down here. You got 50 numbers here. You click a spot. It's not working for me. I gotta close Discord and reopen it. A spot. You click on this. Pop up Shapir, and then let you in. I think I'm going too fast. So there are giveaways happening. By the way, well, I'll show you guys. Like, if you're here after YouTube, or even right now, there are giveaways happening right now, right? So I know Adam Cack said, read this so YouTube knows about it. I'm giving away a comment if y'all want to participate. So yeah, you look right here, right? We have a special giveaway, special plane. Hidden is giving away an A225 from Leipzig. That's amazing. I want the wrong account, so I'll enter my main account. We have over here, Seski's. Is this Adam Keck? Giving away a DH64, which ends in 21 hours. Then we have X plane giveaway. We have a Hidden has a giveaway that ends in 2 hours from right now. It's 2:10 p.m. on Saturday, February 14th. So no M plane giveaways happening right now. We have a small plane giveaway happening from a Hidden that ends in 2 hours, and then I'll be making a few giveaways as well after the stream ends, maybe like an hour after stream, because I need to do a couple things immediately after stream. Yeah, that's what. We'll take a look at the contract chat and let's see if we got the spots filled. All right, we're still missing a few spots, guys. Here and get the player planes landed, especially the ones with 0 handlings. This is an F stand though, so we want an F plane to land. This one, yep. Here, what are we looking over here with the cargo section? Be cargo planes here. Like, cargo planes are awesome at HKG, but I'm gonna be a little slow over there for a little bit because I don't have too many stands. But as we keep getting wallers, as we keep expanding, you'll see we're gonna have so many cargo planes. It's gonna be crazy. Got Vista Airways. Let's see. How do you know what level we're on so we can do giveaways? So if you go, this will only work in the bot stuff. So in the just for fun channel, there's bot stuff. You can, if you're a VIP, you can, if you are a YouTube member, a Twitch subscriber, or a Discord subscriber, you get the VIP status You just have to link your Discord account to your YouTube or to your Twitch account. If you're not sure, you go here into the bot stuff channel and levels. I don't know why it's not there. Okay. Yeah, you just type in /levels and then you get the link to the leaderboard. You have when you maybe my Discord on my you click on this link, it'll take you to a website. You have to sign into Discord, and then it'll show you what the leaderboard looks like. On the right hand side, let me see if I can close Discord. Check my email. Oh my gosh. It says IP address authorized. Like, bro, I'm already logged into Discord at this IP address. What are you talking about? All right. Anyways, here's the Discord leaderboard, right? For my server. Look, I'm not even number one. But anyways, I think the number one guy is banned or something. So yeah, right here you can see the role rewards. So when you reach level 1, you get to verified status, but when you reach level 2, you get VIP silver. And every minute that you're messaging, you randomly gain between 7 and 12 XP. To avoid spamming, earning XP is limited to once per minute per user. And in the server, you can type rank to see your rank and level. Once you reach level 20, which is what, 36 people so far, you get VIP access for free. I have been like lowering it as we get more people into the server, because what I do is I look to see, you know, who's a VIP already, like how many of these people are still active, you know, out of the people who got it for free. Because some people, you know, they stop playing World of Airports. Some people just take a break, so I want to keep the VIP chat active. Like for example, I see like Neon Engineer. I know they're taking a break from World of Airports right now, but like, we got TK, Saroa, we have Alfie, Sammy. So like it might make sense for me to lower the requirement to level 18. We'll see. But every once in a while, I look to see, you know, should I be lowering the amount? Because we do have like how many people? Like 2,500 people in the server. Goals. Welcome. Let's take a look at how many people do we have. 2,679 users in the server. So for me, it's like, okay, less than 1% of the people get VIP for free. So I think I'm going to, like, eventually I do plan on expanding it, but I don't want to expand it too fast where the VIP becomes like too busy. But at the same time, you know, it's something I think about. It used to be level 24 and now it's level 20. But it's not something I do like spur of the moment. I think about it. I look at activity levels. I look at how many people already VIP outside of that. You know, how many people who reach the level are still active as well. Like if I lowered it to 18, how many of those people are still active? Would that even like do anything? I use all of that to kind of figure to make a change. I'm like for my job, I do a lot of data analytics. So essentially that's what I kind of do for this as well. All right. Is the A388 here? It is. All right, guys. and it's time for me to go too. So for player, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to handle your plane today. Same thing with the A388. We're not going to be able to handle it today, but you will get it soon. Same thing with Voitando. The good thing is the plane is on the ground, so it will be handled the next time we play HKG. We just gotta hope that sometime soon. Should be. I'll be here next Saturday, God willing, and let's pick a winner. So we're gonna go back to Discord. We're gonna go to the contract chat channel, and we're gonna go down to the bottom, and we're going to draw a winner. Forgot to mark everybody. Good luck to everybody for this A388. GoNav 6205, number 10. Congratulations. All right, which airport? I have it configured to LHR, it looks like, but I don't know. You tell me what airport and I'll see if I can configure it there. Go right here to the BKK. I think that might be too close, but let's see if we can make it work. Under 13. Can't make BKK profitable, it looks like. Oh, and that's because of the economies. See. 43. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can make BKK work, bro. Prague, let's check it out. Whoa, where's Prague? Oh, it doesn't look like we can make Prague either. No Prague. LHR the only airport? Like, that's crazy. Oh, how about this one? Oh. You have San Diego IAD in Nagoya. Let's check. IAD feels like. IAD is too far. See Nagoya. Nagoya, yay! 24. Alright, sorry bro, you're getting it to Nagoya. Or congratulations. It's actually pretty cool though, because it's a 43-minute distance. Like we could probably get like multiple handlings if you're on stream while I'm handling. What the heck? There we go. All right, awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for being here. Thanks for participating and joining in with this giveaways. Thanks for hanging in there in my earlier technology issues I had at the beginning of stream. And thanks for joining in, because I did tell you guys 2 weeks ago that today might be canceled. And, you know, we had, I think, well, when I looked at the stream before, We had 40 viewers on both platforms, so that's really, really cool of you guys. Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for all the support. Hold on, before we do a turtle raid, somebody did mention that there was somebody else streaming World at Airports. See if there is somebody streaming World at Airports. Anything? Yeah, two other people streaming World at Airports. All right, let's drop in. Let's drop in. I always said if there was another streamer that I much rather send you guys that way. Guys on Twitch, stay here for the raid, because we're gonna be raiding anybody else who's streaming World at Airports. For those of you on YouTube, thanks for being here, and I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I'll see you guys next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, which is the same time as what you see in the game at IAD Washington. All right. Well, guys, have a great week, and I'll see you on Discord, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Peace.